Welcome to Le Coin des Experts video podcast. Today I'm very pleased to have with me Angela Carroll. Angela is a qualified naturopath and acupuncturist, a certified business and performance coach, NLP and timeline therapy practitioner. After nearly 3 decades as a recognized leader and influencer in the natural medicine industry, today Angela coaches and mentors natural healthcare practitioners and business professionals, from high-end executives to small business owners who want to grow and scale their business without the burnout. In this interview, we'll talk about what mindset is, how mindset can affect patients' outcomes, how mindset affects someone's business, why is it so difficult to change our own mindset, what helped Angela the most in the past and in her career, and Angela's final thoughts to take home. Bonjour, bienvenue, good morning, good evening, everybody. I'm very pleased to have here today Angela Carroll. Angela, she's an expert, international expert, coach, naturopath. Yeah, well, basically, we are very, very happy to have you here today, Angela. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Rosaria, and it's a pleasure to be here. It's a lovely way to spend my afternoon.
Thank you. You're very generous with your time. So today we're going to talk about mindset, right? Because it's such an important thing. And I'd like to have your ideas on mindset. What it is exactly?
Yeah. So mindset is really the way that we turn up. So how are we turning up in life? How are we turning up in our day? How are we turning up to do what we need to do? So we go, oh, you've got the right mindset, you've got the wrong mindset, or you got a positive mindset, you got a negative mindset. There are, all sorts of classifications for mindset. But really it is just, how do you show up? How are you turning up? When things are tough in life, we can choose to have a mindset that's going to be resilient, a mindset that is going to be resourceful, or we can choose to go, oh, it's everybody else's fault. It's not me. I can't do anything about it. I can't make change. And one's going to give you positive results. One's going to get you through the system, through the situation, through where you need to go. And the other one ain't. So the nice thing about mindset is we always have a choice. Always have choices to mindset, and we get to choose every single day.
That's amazing. That's really so essential, isn't it, in life? And so what you're saying is basically the mindset affects who we are, how we, what things happen, not how we react to things, right? And for instance, when we see, in practice, sometimes very hard cases, like patients' cases, and sometimes patients that do not get much better, we don't see much of an improvement. Do you think that their mindset also can affect the outcomes?
Oh, 100%, 100%. Two mindsets. The mindset of the client, also the mindset of the practitioner.
Okay.
If you don't believe that your client can get results, if you don't believe your client can get better, then it's going to be really hard for them to actually get the results. Whereas if you absolutely 100% believe that no matter what, you can get those results, they are way more likely to get that. So we know about placebo, nocebo effects. So very much the practitioner's intent impacts the client's outcomes, just as the client's mindset also very much impacts. So if the client doesn't believe in the therapy, if the client doesn't feel that that is going to work for them, then again, it's a really powerful impact is the mindset. And I've always said a mindset gives you 80% of your results.
Absolutely. And I can totally relate to this. And I can see sometimes patients that get better quickly, they have this positive outcome and outlook on life, and sometimes others that keep shopping around, if we can say that, and just keep looking for maybe a miracle thing. But okay, and how about practitioners? So you mentioned that, of course, it is important for us as well to have the right mindset when we work with someone. So how can we work on that? Well, what is it something about apart motivation? Is it something about self-confidence, maybe? Like a practitioner that has more self-confidence, or no? How would you distinguish the two?
The confidence is part of it. There's a lot of what is so your mindset, so we're going to step back for a bit. Your mindset is set by your beliefs. Yeah. So if you believe you can, then you can. And so you have a mindset of someone that can. If you believe you can't, then you can't. And that is determined by the belief that you have. So at some stage, you have a belief around whatever that area is. So let's just talk success in business. Yep. Let's just be, how do I be a successful practitioner? If you believe that you can be a successful practitioner, then you will find ways to become successful.
Yeah. Okay.
And so when it comes to confidence, first of all, what we've got to do is, whether you believe it or not, if you want to be successful, whether you believe it or not, if you want to be successful, first most important thing is to take action. So when you take action, you're going to get a result. Yeah. So you take action, you get the result. The result that you get then will determine then the outcome and our beliefs around that outcome, that result. Yeah. And then that belief that we have will impact then our next step, which is our potential. Oh gosh, I can do this. That's an amazing outcome. Wow, I wonder what else I can do. Maybe there's more inside me. Maybe I can unlock my potential as a practitioner. Maybe I can be successful. So it increases our belief in our potential. When we believe that we can do something on a higher level, then we will do more. We'll take more action. The more action we take, again, we get the better the result we get, the greater the belief we have that we can do something, that we can be successful, and it keeps going. I call it a success cycle. So the key components in the success cycle are, we've got this innate potential, the action you take on that, the result that you get, and subsequently from the result, the belief that you have. And so it just keeps on going around again.
That's amazing information. Thank you so much, Angela. And how do we change things from, let's say, from a practitioner point of view, and how us as practitioners can affect our patients? Is it possible to work on them in this way, like in helping them changing the way they think about their sickness, about their disease?
Yeah, I love that. I love that you asked that question, because for a lot of practitioners, one of the biggest complaints they have is that their clients don't make the changes necessary. My clients aren't motivated. They don't do what I need them to do to get better. Very often it comes down to us, the practitioner, to start with. So are we looking at having or communicating in the right way with our clients, which will enable them to be able to see it's possible for them? When they can see it's possible for them, then they're more likely to make the extra effort.
Okay, so communication is one thing, right? So essential, how we communicate.
Much. And then for us, it's really, we get to wake up every morning, hopefully. We get to wake up every morning. And as we wake up in the morning, you've got a choice. Yeah, you've got a choice. And so what is it that you can choose to do? How can you choose your attitude? You can choose to be angry and grumpy and cranky at everybody and hating your partner and hating the world and hating whatever else. And if you drag that into your practice, whether you're on Zoom or whether you're in bricks and mortar and one-on-one, you drag that into your practice, you won't retain your clients, because it's not a place where they want to be. It's not a place where they want to come. And if you bring joy and happiness, gratitude, peace, and positivity and hope into your practice, then people are going to want to work with you. People are going to want to work with you. And when people want to work with you, you feel more confident as a practitioner. You're more confident in prescribing. You're more confident in telling your clients what they need to do to get the results. And as a consequence, more clients are more likely to stay with you. I remember reading some research that patients are more likely to refer other friends and family members to a practitioner if the practitioner comes across as confident. So when you're confident in your professions, then you get more referrals. And the more referrals you get, the more confident you feel, the more positive you feel, the more referrals you get. And it's another nice cycle.
Another massive cycle. Yes. And, but why is it so hard sometimes to change our mindset? Well, I guess, as you said, there are so many things that can have an impact on the way we think, the way we are. So how do we make the shift, or those shifts, I should say?
Okay, so probably one of the most important things is journaling and gratitude. Okay, it's been shown over and over again. What a positive mindset. The first thing is to start with gratitude. And you might have seen there are gratitude challenges. You might have a 30-day gratitude challenge, or 60-day or a 90-day gratitude challenge, where you have to be grateful for something every day. And so instead of looking at the negative in the world, just start looking at the positive in the world and what is wonderful for you. I've got a couple of girlfriends of mine who are also coaches, and we have an accountability group. We meet on Tuesday mornings, bright and early, 5:30, 6 a.m. And every single evening before we go to bed, we jump onto our phone, and on the phone we have to do what are we grateful for today? What do we love today? And what brought us joy? So every evening we get in and we just do a 20-second or a 1-minute video on the little things in our life that brought us joy. And so every day we're becoming more mindful. And even if you have a day that isn't necessarily that smooth as to want, we will still find something to be grateful for, and the joy that comes.
This is amazing. Thank you so much. That's such an awesome thing to do, and easy, I would say, right? And the more you do it, the more grateful you become, the more you become aware of all the beautiful things that actually we all have in our life. Even, as you said, though sometimes we have some, tough patches, right? So that's amazing. So journaling and writing down, what you're grateful for every day.
Yes, absolutely. Having a plan in place, having a purpose. So we know from the blue zones, all practitioners would have heard of the blue zones. So the blue zones, I'm not sure, are areas around the world, specific geographic locations around the world, where there's a much higher proportion of people who live to be centenarians, to be over 100. So when those were studied, what is it that helps you to live longer? One of those key things is purpose. So having purpose in life brings you joy, brings you gratitude, and helps with your mindset significantly. So digging right back into that, why do you do what you do? Why do you wake up every morning? And importantly, who do you wake up for? Who do you do this for? Who do you run your practice for? Who are you being successful for? Is it your children? Is it your partner? Is it yourself? Is it your parents? Who is it that you're doing this for? Is it your clients? So when you tap into who, again, that helps you to choose your mindset.
That's great. That's great advice. Thank you so much. This is awesome. And for you, what was the thing that really helped you the most? I mean, you've been successful in business and doing education and naturopath and acupuncturist for so many years. So, and then you moved more into the coaching side, right? So little by little. But what was the thing that really was the most helpful in your career, which has been already an amazing career?
It has been. She's been 3 decades this year.
Wow. Congratulations. That's amazing. Congratulations.
It's a big milestone, a really, really important milestone. So what's helped me the most over these years, really advice from mentors and advice from coaches, to be honest. Yeah. One of my very first, when I first opened my practice as a naturopath and acupuncturist, I had a chiropractor a couple of doors down. He was about, oh my gosh, he was pretty elderly then, and it's still practicing now. And he came in and he said to me, do what it takes to get your clients well. That means you have to see them twice a week, So do what it takes. And so that for me really made a big impact on how I turned out for my clients. And again, my mindset about believing what I could do. The other thing was having the mindset myself that it is achievable and that I am here with a purpose. And my purpose, we're all given a different purpose, but my purpose is here. In the early days, it was for running my practice. Now it's for coaching practitioners. But I believe that this is my purpose. And so no matter any doubt that I have, anything that I think, well, shouldn't I, because I have such a strong belief, I turn up to do the work. And I know that the outcomes will be there, the positive outcomes will be there as a consequence of that, of me saying yes.
That's awesome. And it is so true. And of course, I think about myself. I've been in practice for now over 15 years. And I can think back about all my mentors, coaches, and of course, you're one of them. So thank you. I publicly wish to thank you for what you've been doing for me, with me. And I think we all need someone that helps us see the bigger picture, right? And also when I think about patients, and sometimes there are people that just want to, they think, oh, I can get better by myself. I can try this or that supplement, and they keep trying things for years and years and years. And so they're wasting their time, basically, and they could have had their health back much quicker, right? So we all need help at different levels. So that's awesome. That's awesome advice. Thank you so much. Your final thoughts, Angela, for us, for our audience. You will be seen, of course, by an international audience, but also, and I hope, for our French audience. Would you like to share anything, just to take home message? Or anything else that you'd like to?
Yes, a couple of things really with that is get a coach. Number one, honestly, get a coach, have a mentor, have somebody by your side, and have a community. In our profession, as whether you're a naturopath, a nutritionist, a herbalist, whatever your tools and your trainings, whatever your qualifications are, doing it on your own is hard work. It's exhausting work. It brings you to burnout. Whereas if you work with somebody, have a mentor, have somebody that can help you, guide you, give you the answers, somebody who's been there before, somebody who's made the mistakes before, so that you can learn from them, so you don't have to do those same mistakes. And then have a community, because very often your coach will provide you with a community as well. And that community will move you forward faster without resistance and the difficulty that can very often come in practice. We're in a spectacular career. And I think it's a very honourable career path to be in as a practitioner of natural medicine, of functional medicine, of integrated medicine. And so just owning that we are there, honouring that, and really, what is it that you need to do today to be better than you were yesterday?
That's awesome. That's a really great advice. Thank you so much, Angela. It's been amazing, honestly, to have you here today. Maybe we're going to have you back on another topic soon. So thank you again. And I know I will share, of course, details about you and how to reach out to you in case someone wants to work with you, because you work internationally, right? So you're based in Australia, in Brisbane, Australia, but you work with people all over the world. And would you like to share something about your the way we can get in touch with you?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Rosa. That's really nice of you. Probably the easiest way is to jump onto Facebook. Find me on Facebook. So it's Angela Carroll Coaching. If you are a practitioner, there is a Facebook group, Loving My Natural Healthcare Practice. So jump in there. And remember, we've got over 1,300 practitioners internationally. It's a great community. There's lots of trainings in there. So they're both really good starting places. So Facebook's probably the easiest place to start. Reach out to me if you find me on Messenger and have a chat.
Wow, that's wonderful. Thank you, Angela. Again, thanks again for having me so generous today. Great advice, great information. And I'm sure we'll have you back soon. Thanks again.
Rosario, thank you so much. And thank you for having me. Good luck, everybody out there in the world.